I did a carry and conceal class here in Chicago, and the guy who leads the class, um, honestly, that guy is doing more for the city than like any politician has in the past 40 years. I mean, it's not just him, but there's a lot of people who take pride in educating, carrying concealed permits. But I will say that like having used weapons for many years, and playing video games for many years, I would say that like most people are completely incapable of really fielding a weapon, you know, at like a high proficiency in terms of defense. Like there's a high probability that if you think you're gonna pull your gun on somebody, there's a high probability that you're gonna fuck it up and you're gonna get got.
I mean, look at the statistics on police shootings. I mean, these motherfuckers get more training than any concealed carry holder. Look at how accurate they are. You know, it's just a stress situation. I mean, that's kind of what it's about.
Right. I mean, there's a big difference between being in a range and shooting down range at a target versus, you're exiting a convenience store to go back to your car. You have your hand in your pocket to get your clicker, and somebody chucks a brick at your face, and now you're like completely, bloodied up and in shock, and somebody's coming to, strike you down again and rob you. I mean, like you can't prepare for every situation. And the only reason I bring that up is it can be extremely dangerous to be a carry and conceal, if you're not like actually, of like capable of actually shooting people down. First of all, I mean, you have to like, I mean, it's called violence of action. That's what they train you on in the military, where they want you to get all crazy and violent. So, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't own any weapons or any guns because I don't want to be on a database. I don't want to get doxxed and have, I don't want to get killed basically because I'm on a list that some cop is reading or some federal agent is reading, and he sees that I have in my possession weapons. Like I don't want them to see my name before they come and arrest me for whatever free speech maximalist, bullshit that I said.
What, you think they're gonna come kill you because of free speech or something? You
I,
got bigger problems then, buddy.
I'm saying that when you get pulled over, so like if you're carrying conceal and they pull you over, immediately they know that you have a CCP. So why do CCP, carry and conceal, when it flags you? There's no reason.
CPL.
CPL.
Wait, but if your goal is to shoot at the police, then yeah, like for sure, don't fucking let them know that you're carrying. But I can tell you, every single traffic stop that I make, I think that there's at least a fucking gun, rocket launcher, fucking
That's true.
in that car. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a brick, okay.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah, yeah. He did say too, if you ever get pulled over and you do have, your pistol on you, he was like, just put both your hands on the steering wheel and let them know. And I was like, wow, that's why it scared me. I mean, I got the certificate a year ago, but I still haven't went to the clerk to get the license because I just don't feel equipped or prepared enough to be responsible and do, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, this is a big piece though that I want to touch on for you. You don't have to declare it to the room, but secretly, if you are carrying right now with just your certificate, I don't know how Michigan is, but no, yeah, that is no bueno. So,
no, I never have.
okay.
Yeah, because I don't feel prepared enough to do it. That's why I didn't get the license yet because I want to feel at least a little bit, not proficient, but, a little bit more comfortable before I do carry because, like, Cheeseburger said, her Republican, like, the responsibility that goes with that kind of exposed me.
G, Are you friends with Sig Sauer? Sig on this app.
Yeah, I know.
He's an NRA instructor.
Is he?
Yes, that's my brother.
Oh, Sig is good. He's from Detroit too. Yeah.
And he can, yep. And he can give you a whole lot of information.
Okay. That's it. Yeah, I was just talking to him earlier. I asked him to give me some tips on negotiating to buy a new car. I hit him up about man stuff when I'm girly and I don't have all the answers, but and he accommodates me.
And I would tell you when you have a firearm, don't let someone tell you what to buy.
So
Get what you're comfortable with. If it's a 22, 25, whatever, get what you're comfortable with.
Can I just can I just say that the most dangerous weapon that you can ever carry with you is technically your brain. It can save you. It can prevent all kinds of shit just by being observationally aware before getting out of your car, doing a full 360 through your window, and if you see someone suspicious, reconsidering your movement. I mean, very basic security things like that. That's far more dangerous and far more reliable than a weapon that, because you're not going to strike at somebody punitively. I told my dad doesn't want me to get the CCL. He's like, it's too late. If robbers already got you, like you can't pull your gun out. It's too late. Like they got you. Like you're gonna get killed. So I don't understand what the best thing is for me personally, but it is one of those intuition things where like if you do feel like your life is actually being, going to be threatened or potentially threatened, like you do want to have that option for survival. You do want to carry.
Well, that's what we said earlier. If you can talk your way out of it, use verbal judo. Get yourself out of situation. Period.
Yeah. And Republican, you bring up a good point. But I can tell you that there are a lot of aspects of, especially in Chicago, these kids that'll run up on you after maybe getting in a little fender bender, or you're at a red light at 3 a.m. West side or south side, and next thing you know, your car doors are getting opened up, and in that case, you might have the drop, and that's why it could be valuable when your brain can't detect, because you can't always detect when someone's coming. But that's the tricky part, and that's the other thing too, is with getting a firearm comes other things too, like your fitness, like your ability to draw it, like your what you're going to say when you do it, how you're going to do it, where you're going to carry it. All these things, they do play a part. So your dad's not wrong at all, but there's another aspect too, that if you level up, your skills, you can put yourself in a position to where you will be able to handle it.
Yeah, that was the other thing that he was constantly drilling during that class. He was like, "What do you see everyone doing now? Everyone has their head in their cell phone." He was like, "You need to be on high alert at all times. Like, be aware of your surroundings at all times." Like Republican just said, and he said that in and of itself could deter someone who's maybe looking for a mark, which was valuable information, I think.
Just like the first thing you do is you get in your car, you open the door, sit in your car. You should instantly lock your door. That buys you time. And time is the best thing you have, so your mind can think. Somebody run up, you can just back up, go forward, or if you have to, draw your weapon. Always lock that door.
and stop being in stupid places, with stupid people, and stupid times.
Right, right. Good advice. Yeah, that's great advice. And then
You don't need no Cheetos at 3 o'clock in the morning. Nope. Wait till 9 o'clock.
yeah, and that's the other thing. Like, you can't drink with it, and yeah, it's just a lot of responsibility.
Well, you can't drink with it. It's called stay your ass at home. Stay home.
Right, right.
Because a lot of times when I carry, depends where I'm going.
I'm calling it.
I'll carry my mini or I carry my full size.
And don't
Depends where I'm going.
don't forget all those videos on YouTube of people shooting themselves by accident as well. I mean, anytime that you're in proximity of guns, like your chance of getting shot does go up percentage wise. So yeah.
That's why you practice.
Yeah. That's the other thing I don't like about my Black 26 is it doesn't, the safety's on the trigger. And, you know, that's another
You
thing.
can use Mantis and just dry fire. So you can get comfortable from pulling from the hip, appendix, wherever you want to draw from. And please, as a woman, do not put that thing in your purse.
What do you think?
I know the purses that are built for it.
What do you think? What do you think
If I
about?
snatch a purse, what do you have? Hold on a second, Bob. If I snatch a purse, what do you have?
Oh, that's true.
You have nothing, and there's another legal gun on the street.
What do you think about wearing not a flannel, but what are those fucking jackets called? Like a North Face jacket. What are those fucking jackets called?
North Face? Columbia?
No, that's the brand, but
A puffer.
not a puffer, but they're a little more tactical in the sense that like you could my dad always carried like a snub nose with a without a hammer or a concealed hammer on the gun. So when he'd be talking to you, he'd have his hand on his gun, pointed at you through his pocket. So he just blast you right through the jacket.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you wear with that style. I think that was a Smith & Wesson. I can't remember what exact model. But yes, that's a great firearm. There's
A
nothing
fleece
gets
jacket, yeah.
snagged up. I would use that all day.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. He was talking about how, like, the semi-automatic, you get close to an individual if they're up on you and you get jammed up. And he was saying how he always carries a 38 because those won't get jammed. And I do have, I won't carry it, but I do have two of my dad 38. I'll just start small, but I don't know. It's just a lot to think about.
Well, like a 38 service revolver for a police officer isn't gonna work. I mean, you need the snub nose. And so if you wear the fleece jacket with a zipper on the pocket, it's secure in your pocket, when you move around. I think my dad's point is, you can technically aim at somebody through your pocket and they'll never even know there's a gun in your pocket. So it's like, it's concealment until the fact they realize that your jacket is now blasting, massive amounts of light at them. And they're going to the pearly gates.
Yeah, it'd be hard to have good trigger discipline. I mean, if you can set yourself up perfectly with that, then yeah. I just would advise, knowing your target, or I mean, at that point, you're possibly pointing it at something that you don't necessarily intend on shooting, and that can be problematic. But yeah.
I'm just saying it's the ninja attack. The ninja is who wins the war. I mean, because they operate from the shadows. You know, you're never going to be a target because, you know, your enemy can't even see you. So it's just a concept. I mean, whether or not you're actually going to be accurate by, you know, hip shooting through a jacket, I don't know. I mean, chances are your first round's going to, you know, nick them.
Well, for D boy, just remember when all else fails, shoot him in the kneecap. There you go.
Shoot the cut out of their hand.
That's I always do.
I mean, is it true that you can?
Wild Wild West.
Is it true you can put like, you know, 6 rounds in somebody's chest and they'll still just be standing there, being like, "What now? Now I'm gonna kill you." I mean, does it take a headshot?
Dude, I've seen like not in person, but I've heard stories. Guys on the street putting 8 to 10 easy, and they're still on the ground. You know, I mean, they're still moving. So, oh yeah, I mean, it's if you don't hit a vital organ, you don't hit the brain. Like,
Bro, I seen the video, motherfucker got hit over 90 times and still was walking.
What was this? Samoan?
No, this was here in the States. He got licked.
Crazy.
That motherfucker like Swiss cheese. He was so jacked up on that juice. Whatever the fuck he was on, he was still going.
Yeah,
Until he just finally bled out.
I bet it's adrenaline too that the body's that the brain is creating.
Yes.
that a PCP.
Right. Matt.
I mean, like if you cut the head off of a chicken, the body of the chicken still runs around for a couple minutes, right?
Correct. Until the eyes close. You look at the chicken head with the eyes closed. That's your body feels.
Come
I'm
on.
a country boy.
No way.
I'm a
You,
country boy.
no way, bro. No
Yes.
way. No way. No way. Once they're separated, they're not connected. There's no invisible. There's no Wi-Fi.
Ice cold can of Coke.
No Wi-Fi, bro. Ain't no chicken head Wi-Fi.
I will bet you an ice cold can of Coke. You put that chicken head off. Once the eyes close, the body drop.
That's some Santeria. That's some Santeria voodoo shit right there, or something. That's like the sun going down past the horizon in the ocean and the green flash. I mean, that's funny.
Okay, then y'all bullshitting. I'm telling you.
You gotta YouTube it.
Yeah, it'll be like a drama video. They'll play all this music, and then all of a sudden the chicken's eyes will slowly close, and you'll see the body drop. And they'll say no one can explain why this happens, but this is a fact.
Oh my gosh, it's bizarre.
I'm telling y'all, I cut a lot of birds' heads off.
Do you know how many?
Chicken and turkey the same way.
Do you know how many chickens there are on the planet?
No.
Kay, this is random, but we're talking about birds. When you lived on Warren and Connor, did you ever get pheasant in your backyard? Like, I get pheasant.
No, I never lived there. No, I worked over there.
Oh, you work. Okay. There's pheasant over here.
Yeah, over there in the park.
No,
There's a whole bunch of them.
bird. I'm like, back in Connor, pheasant.
You can call
Yeah,
them
Red
pheasants
Tower. What's the park over there?
and pigeons.
Panda Park, yeah. And
There's
then
a bunch of them motherfuckers over there.
How do you know they're pheasants, though? I mean,
because they look like a pheasant.
a pheasant is technically like a pigeon and like a dove plus something else, right? Like, what makes a pheasant versus being a pigeon?
Pheasants are way bigger, way bigger. Pheasants are way bigger.
Yeah, they have like a long. Yeah, they're not as big as like a turkey, but I mean they're big.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just gonna be like a brownish color.
Yeah, I
And
saw.
them fuckers all over.
Like a long ass tail feather.
You know, I like pigeons. Like they are pretty amazing. If you like, I have photographed pigeons, you know, with the homeless here in Chicago, and like, you know, make kind of a thorough study of pigeons. And there's a reason why people feed the pigeons because, you know, people just fucking love pigeons because there's something about pigeons which is remarkable. They're like the super animal. They can survive any fucking weather. I mean, they can fucking fly, and they're basically just rats with wings, but yet they're still somewhat clean, and they're constantly grooming themselves, but they don't get to bathe necessarily. But they're so nice to each other. Tell me the truth. Have you ever seen two pigeons fighting?
No. You seen the parakeets, the green parakeets? Out
Th-
the south
those
side?
fuckers fight.
You seen them flying around?
Oh yeah, I've seen videos and shit like that. But I mean, in the wintertime, I don't know how they fucking survive.
Yeah, it's pretty fascinating. So, Key and KP, I don't know if you guys have something similar like this in the city by you, but pretty much it started with the Mexican population, ended up basically letting some parakeets loose, and then they breed it. Now they're actually they're they're having
Fighting?
yeah, there's flocks of them, green
Wow.
parakeets. I mean, they're dirty ass green, but they're green. That's pretty cool to see.
No, I live out in the country. I have this shit here.
It's they're tropical originally. You see them in Florida and stuff. Parakeets in Chicago. That's hilarious.
Yeah, give it a Google. I can't Google right now, but it's actually pretty cool to see.
Yeah, so I can wake up and go get a goddamn a deer, whatever you want. I got geese galore in the yard. Ducks, whatever you want. In my fucking yard.
Yeah. Geese and ducks. Yeah, they're all over the place.
Yeah, so I just go outside, take a pellet gun, and
No.
it's dinner.
You eat them?
Fuck yes.
It's like it was country boy. Yeah, I couldn't. I don't know. That's something that, like, I think my mom and people from the old school or from the old country, like, they could kill something and feather it, and then I mean, if I had to do that, I would probably just starve. I would never eat meat. That's for sure.
That's the way I grew up. That's where I'm going.
Yeah, I mean, it's organic, healthier than, the stuff you buy in the store. But, city people not used to it. Let me ask you a question, Kay. Would you ever eat fish that you caught out the Detroit River? What? I'm asking. It's a legitimate question.
I barely trust fish that you can buy in the grocery store.
Yeah, that's true. But it's fresh water.
I have.
You have.
Yeah, so you guys have your white bass run during May. Hell yeah.
Walleye.
There's a smoked fishing shop near me over here, and then there's this other Polish shop where it's like an incredible butcher shop. But they do, you know,
Talking about. Oh, sorry.
yeah.
Talking about 95th Street.
I heard about that one. I saw that one in the news or something yesterday, 2 days ago. I've never
Yeah,
been to that one.
Yeah, that's Calumet. That's south. But yeah, it's it's farm raised salmon, which kind of bugs me. Here I was thinking that it was fresh caught salmon that they're smoking, but no, they get it from. I think they get it from Canada.
Mm.
Well, it's probably cleaner.
No, farm raised is no good, and they dye it. The salmon.
Yeah, farm raised is
no
fucked up.
good. Right.
You don't want that shit.
I mean, why when you got the Great Lakes around you? I mean, I don't know, but I know like in the UP or whatever Great Lake that is, like they got salmon fishing up there, probably Lake Michigan too, right?
Like where you guys at, or where you are, on the Detroit River, you have a big game white bass. Maine, I would take every single one of them motherfuckers. Every one. I will fill up my freezer for a year.
Really?
Yes, sir.
You know, I wonder if you can drill for oil in Lake Michigan or Superior or any of these Great Lakes. I mean, when you like actually look at the size of them, it's like it's unreal. You know, like I saw a photo of the city of Chicago with the lake in the background, and it's like, damn. I mean, the lake is like infinite. So I wonder if there's like actually if you could drill and how deep Lake Michigan and all these the lakes are. Because I having lived in Hermosa Beach, California, there was a big thing about Hermosa allowed this oil company to drill off the beach shore, but they reneged on the contract, so the city had to pay up like 20-30 million or something on this contract. But there's so much oil off the coast of California and even in California that that we have unlimited oil. I mean, we could drive the price of gas down to nothing, but like, what's the point of that? So, I mean, I'm just saying, there's huge natural resources here, totally untouched.
There's a shit ton of oil here in Michigan. A ton of it.
Right. Well, I mean, why drill when you could run an engine off water or whatever? But I get what you're saying, though.
Yeah, the hydrogen shit. Like, when is that shit coming out? And why doesn't Elon Musk have like a hydrogen company?
Yeah, because that'll be the next genius thing that he purports to discover, which
But
was already
why?
discovered.
There's been two people that did it. And both of them got a bullet in the back of the head.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna happen.
There's a dude on this app that engineered it on his car.
Where is he at now?
No, he's here. He's not like doing it. He's not providing a service for others. He just did it to his own personal vehicle. From what he says, anyway.
That's from what he says. That's bullshit.
Right, maybe so.
It's only been two people that did it. And both of them got a bullet in the head.
Aren't there like hydrogen powered buses though? I see those. So like that's some corporation that manufactures these types of energy fucking engines. I don't know how it works.
Steam? I have no clue.
Steam powered engines. I mean, I don't know. Does anybody know how these fucking hydrogen powered buses and shit like that works and what else they're doing with that technology, or even if it's worthwhile? I mean,
That was like early 90s. It's just gone, bro.
it's Dunsky. They don't even fuck with it. I mean, because they are building that nuclear or that fission, fucking bullshit with the, which is still bullshit, but it's like a cleaner powered reactor for fission reactors or whatever. They're trying to get as close to infinity as possible without degradation of energy. And, Bill Gates is a big investor in that bullshit.
Yeah.
Not crap.
It's such trick knowledge. Like, they're doing all this to keep us in that, oil disparage matrix when they know how to run this shit clean off water. And this is just so they could keep manipulating us with those type of constraints and bullshit.
Ooh, that's a good one. Because you really can't go green. If you go green, how you gonna get the living? You still gotta use oil. You still gotta use oil.
What do you need lithium for? If you could
For batteries.
drop water. Okay. And also.
Same on the battery. The battery.
Go ahead.
So if you're gonna go this charging battery bullshit cars that don't work where the fuck, you still gotta drill. So that's diesel. You still gotta pull the shit out the ground. Diesel. You still gotta power the plants. Diesel. I mean, what are you doing here? Charge you $80,000 for a Tesla. And then when the batteries go out, that's another 45 grand to replace the batteries to go dig back in the ground again to get more lithium. Makes no sense.
No, it doesn't. I didn't know that's how much those batteries cost. That's insane.
Oh, fuck yes.
And
Yeah,
what is it
yeah,
that you were? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, ma'am. Sorry.
No, go ahead and finish because this is going to change it
Well,
all.
the battery is half the cost of the car. So when it goes out in 5-6 years, like right now, you can go to, I don't know what's around Walmart, pay $135 and get a new battery. You telling me now I have to spend $40,000 up to $50,000 on a battery? Who can afford that?
Yeah, I didn't know that that's how expensive it was. Another reason that Elon Musk is. I won't talk about it right now.
Why he emotionally charges you like a Tesla in your tuchus?
Yeah, cheeseburger, just like that. You already know. It's just because he's a fraud. People don't know he's a fraud. You know, it's frustrating. They think he's a savior.
Yeah, but everybody's a fraud. He just happened to play the game very well and get away with it. I mean, his whole PayPal and everything else. I mean, he's just a kid in a candy jar. I mean, what do you want? Like, he's a man. He's just a normal human being who fucking glided into the fucking. They just turned down his like $95 billion pay package. The courts turned it down. Some frivolous lawsuit. Somebody that owned 9 fucking shares managed to get his fucking pay rejected. It's ridiculous because he made $100 billion in his 22% stake in Tesla, but it doesn't make a difference. Like, you know, the fact that this frivolous lawsuit could hold back his pay, and which the board of directors signed off on, it's fucking unbelievable. That just goes to show you how Democrat activists can make massive gains through petty, frivolous, miscellaneous communication that shouldn't even exist. But the minority often does, totally cause major waves for the supermajority. I mean, this is something that's happening in Texas. I think he was on Tucker Carlson. He was talking about how a minority of Democrats in the Texas legislature and position candidates in the Republican majority, and they control the whole thing. It's like this is how an organism works. It's not a unification. There's conflict and minorities making huge gains because of really the communication situation that we're in, which is these cell phones and this social media nonsense. Because it creates a court of public opinion that never existed prior, in terms of like mainstream media. The society is just getting pushed to. Now the court of public, opinion is the real court, because the real courts are just fucking scams. So if you can roast somebody online and get no satisfaction in court, at least you're getting the court of public opinion to roast that motherfucker.
I get what you're saying. I'll agree that the courts are scams. I'll agree with that statement. So are you running for office, Cheeseburger?
I was, but they kicked me off the ballot. I have the ejection paperwork from the election commission. They wrote me like a 3-page statement.
What did they say? What did they cite the reason was?
They just make a bunch of citations to case law, and it's just basically it's a pre-formatted letter. I'm sure they send to every candidate who gets challenged and kicked off the ballot.
I mean, do you think it's because you're vocal on the issues you were vocal on? Is that what?
Yeah, I if I didn't go on the internet, I probably could have gotten on the ballot because they wouldn't even have known, to tell you the truth, because I went on Nextdoor, that social audio, that social like local app, and I was talking about the immigrant crisis. Oh my God, I caused all kinds of problems. Even my tenants that rent from me were fucking going ballistic over what I was posting.
Oh my God, you were saying all types of inflammatory shit.
No, I was just saying if you are worried about the refugee camp being built in your neighborhood, text and call 3124, and vote John, and that was it, like shit like that. Like, are you concerned that they're building a refugee camp in your neighborhood? I mean, it's just basic shit like that. Like, this is a welcoming city. This is a sanctuary city.
Oh my God. You should have got the popular vote because I see all those videos of people in Chicago that keep going to the city council meetings, flipping out.
They should.
Well, you have to be on the ballot, and so the Republican GOP, the Republicans in Chicago, fielded a candidate, and like 2 days before they needed the signatures, they miraculously got 300 plus signatures from all registered Republicans. It's a total scam. They just sat around a kitchen table and filled out these sheets and got their candidate on the ballot. And I even went to their party, and they told me exactly what they did. They're like, oh, this is a good woman. This is who we want to run. So, we'll find a spot for you sometime in the future. Good luck. God bless. I was like, wow, okay.
Well, why didn't you just go out there and start getting, your own signatures?
I did. I got fucking
Door-to-door.
400. Yeah, the door-to-door thing is impossible. No one's home.
Okay,
I fucking,
Walmart parking lot, whatever.
yeah, I did it. I centered myself right in the middle of the ward at the train stop, and unfortunately, a lot of the signatures are not in the precincts, so they kicked all my sigs off, and it doesn't matter. Like, even if you win, it's a powerless position. It's nothing more than like a title, and you get no funding. You don't get paid. It's just a title, and you get communication from the Illinois GOP. But it's all push down, so it's like, who runs this shit? Who are you? How are you controlling your state's GOP party? Who the fuck are you? Do we get to vote on who controls the Illinois GOP party and all this shit? It's politics. It's cool because it's technically agnostic networking. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like it's a political cult essentially, but it's not a religious cult. So. I don't know.
What's the difference, Chad?
The difference is a religious cult. Like, there's a Freemasonic temple down the street from my place, and like I'm getting hit with advertisements to join the Illinois Freemasons. And you should see the application question. What do you want to give us? That's what it says on the application. It's like, so. The thing is, there's all these endowments for organizations that have a lot of funding and a lot of money in the bank that are just sitting in these nonprofit corporate accounts, and they want to spend their money. They got shit to do.
So they're trying to recruit you, huh? You're on their radar now.
They keep delivering Instagram ads.
Vote for me and I'll set you free.
Yeah. Everybody should have that attitude. Everybody should be running 24 hours a day. I mean, all of Instagram should be nothing but vote for me, vote for me. Every single person should just constantly be saying vote for me, because like that's, I mean, social media is stupid. You know, like it's just a testament to your ego. So it has no real significance, and you don't even get paid to be a publisher on Instagram. So the only value, the only option to, the only reason to use these apps is A, if you're trying to sell merchandise or some type of service for your business, or you're running for political office. You know, and it points out how stupid political offices are, because there's this chick here in Chicago that I know that's running for Senate, for state Senate, and she's really spicy, but she's an airhead and she's a teacher from, and she's in the union, and somehow she got appointed to the position prior to the actual open election because that senator had to like retire or something. So she's the sitting senator facing the election. But my point is, it's like she already knows the scam because some guy fielded her and they said, "Yeah, we want you to come in and pass this $15 million budget on this and this $20 million budget on that." It's a giant
Okay,
fucking scam.
let me ask you a question. Okay, what is the chick name over there in Illinois? She got like two different positions in two different counties. Is she ghetto or ratchet as hell?
Mm-mm.
You're talking about Kim Fox, I think is who you're talking about.
No, not Fox. No. She's like a mayor in one town that got this ridiculous deficit.
Homewood
And she
or
holds a
something.
position in the town over in a different county.
Listen, there's Fannie Willis's everywhere. The system allows Fannie Willis's to emerge as powerful, you know, people who get pensions. The whole system is so sick and fucked up. The fact that that all these pensions are broke and have massive deficits, and all the taxpayers are going to have to pay for all these future liabilities for these fupas who didn't do nothing. I mean, if they did such a great job, the system should be perfect. It should be like a shiny fucking diamond, totally transparent and valuable. But no, the whole system is fucking imploded. So why the fuck keep paying out on these pensions for people who didn't deliver a system that they were supposed to deliver on? Fuck that shit.
Number one, they need to cut all those pensions.
Yeah, they don't need to end them, but they do need to fucking. They're gonna have to cut them like 25%.
Fuck that. Does the average American worker get pensions anymore?
No, fuck no. Pensions are basically
Fuck them.
bureaucracy. Bankers get pensions though. That's not a fact that not a lot of people know about. That all these banking corporations that trade on Wall Street that you can buy shares in, all of them, all their board of directors, all their executives, they all get pension compensation packages, which is fucking bananas.
Well, I would tell you this was a huge argument in my family. A certain mayor of Chicago, just an asshole. She was your mayor over there. You can figure it out real quick. That's my family.
Lori.
So, anyways, it's like, what the fuck are you doing? You're a fucking idiot.
I don't know. I've been
Fucked up Chicago.
I've been networking with Republicans here, you know, since doing this, and even so, this is the amazing thing about psychology is, even it doesn't matter what group it is or what club it is or network it is, there's always going to be infighting within any group, which is crazy. That, you know, how do you create a group unity and basically a symphony? You know, like when you watch classical music and you see, you know, a giant chamber with 150 people, a couple hundred people, singers in the background and all that shit. They came together to let's say to recreate Mozart, you know, like
Yeah,
that.
harmony.
Yeah, harmony. So this is the crazy thing about politics is there's so much disharmony in every organization, because it's not music. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like it's shocking.
Now, to you Republican, stop doing clickbait shit. Say you're playing Beethoven Symphony 9. Stop doing that shit.
Well, see, Clown House should technically be a symphony. People should be
Because I
gathering
came
here.
in there to listen to it.
I mean, have you ever heard Lady of the Night, the aria by Mozart? Like, I've never heard anything more. Because this is the cool thing about Clown House, is that you can come on here and go into all these bang rooms, and technically, like, that's a chorus of people creating, a weird output. And so, I'm just saying, when you listen to Mozart's aria, Lady of the Night, it's incredibly complicated that this woman can produce this hypnotic, sound. So it's very complicated to do, and no one can really replicate it. Very only a small portion of the population can sing that aria. So it's sound engineering technically complicated.
Okay. Did you see the news? Sig played this actually a couple months ago. Now he goes off in his room. Did you see this footage of the mayor of East Point in their council meetings?
Yes.
What did you think about it? She's being charged federally for illegally with that COVID, with those COVID loans. What did you think when you seen the way she behaved?
My personal opinion,
Yeah.
typical nigga shit. Just gonna be straight up nigga shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, this chick was, I don't know, she must have been amongst one of the first, if not the first, black mayors of, it's a suburb of Detroit, East Detroit. And it's a mixed neighborhood, so yeah, it should have representation. I don't know how old she is, but she's at a council meeting, and the citizens are coming up to talk on the podium. She's like cutting them off, telling them to shut up. She don't want to hear the shit they have to say, going off on the rest of the council, like just acting an ass, bro. Like, you would not believe it. You would not believe it. Telling the people coming up to the podium, she don't want to hear that shit.
And it's the same thing, like I said, the chick over there in Illinois, she's just like a female person, all Kwame, wanna be hip hop.
Fucking Kwame.
I gotta look at this chick real quick. I'll be right back. Let me look her up.
So I take it Kay is not a Kwame supporter. A lot of people stood behind Kwame even after that ignorant shit that he did. And then he goes to jail for all of the misappropriating city funds amongst other shit. He had a stripper party at the Manukian mansion. Stripper ends up dead, whatever. Gets exposed for affairs and different things going on within, and then putting people on the payroll, shit like that. So then he gets sentenced to I don't know how many years in jail. Gets pardoned by Trump, comes out, hasn't fully paid any of his restitution, starts a GoFundMe, him and his wife, to buy a house in Florida, raises almost $200,000 for it. This is real shit. And then the government ends up seizing it to put towards his restitution.
Maybe you should come to Detroit and run for office, Cheeseburger. Maybe your chances will be better.
Okay, here you go, Cheese. Dalton County, the mayor over there, hood rat. You know her then.
No, I don't know her personally, but I know there's a lot of gangster ass fucking suburban mayors and shit that are, you know, legit gangsters.
What's her name again, Kay?
No, it's the mayor of Dalton County. DOLTON.
Mayor of Dalton County, okay.
Just retarded. You can look it up on YouTube. It's all over the place. You'll be shocked.
David Pennington.
Say it again.
Oh, maybe this is in Chicago. Hold on, let me look it up. Okay, let me look this up. I'll pin it in the room. Dalton Mayor faces scrutiny. Okay.
Just hit your.
Dalton dysfunction. Okay, let's see. I'll pin one in the room. 1 second.
Yeah, just watch a clip of her.
Okay, 1 second.
It's some wild shit. I'm telling you. Republican, you should easily win those goddamn seats.
Yeah, I mean, election politics is crazy. My friend here, he got on the ballot, and God, how many appeals did he have to make? I can't. It was insane. This attorney kept claiming that the signature. It's just crazy. It's a lot of work to get on the ballot. A lot of work.
Alright, I'm gonna play part of this clip because this is worse than the East Point Mayor. This shit cannot be real, okay?
You can't make this shit up.
OMG. Alright, the link is pinned above. Let me find the juicy part and I'll play a little clip. Okay, you said this person is related to you?
No.
Oh, okay. Even if they were, you wouldn't claim them, huh?
You say I'm related to Lifer.
You have the content.
Say what?
Like, was there a YouTube video or something? Put it in the link in the chat for me.
Yeah, I did. It's linked in the room. I'm trying to pull it up on my laptop to play a little clip.
Some wild shit. That chick is wild.
So in
Yeah, they said she dressed up like Wesley Snipes from New Jack City.
you gotta you know, if you like to have fun and you're funny, Like, it don't matter who you are or where you come from. I mean, if you dress up like a clown and you're a good clown and you can make people laugh, I mean, that is universal. So,
And at a city council meeting, come on now.
Yeah, that's not what she's on. But wait till you hear.
well, Lori, have you seen Lori Lightfoot's her outfit? She dressed up as a leprechaun, bagpiper. She looked like a leprechaun. It was the funniest outfit ever. She's funny.
Yeah, but that's St. Patty's Day.
Everybody's Irish on St. Patty's Day in Chicago. If you like to drink,
Right. But to bust up in the city council to have a serious meeting
no, I
and
mean,
act like this is crazy.
well, still haven't seen shit because Kiki. I mean, the Google search ain't gonna cut it. Like, we need a YouTube link.
Listen, I'm pulling it up on my laptop. Oh, okay, my bad. I didn't know that was a Google link. Give me 1 second.
I don't know. Having gone through the election process and knowing that it is difficult but not impossible, it makes you realize that good candidates don't appear because they're too busy in the corporate world, in the business world, fucking making bank, and they're like, yo, why would I stop doing what I'm doing to go help educate and implement, structural and non-structural changes for the well-being of the people, because it doesn't matter. They don't care. It's not worth it to them. The candle's not worth the light. The other candle is the better candle, so they choose the best candle. That's why we get what we get.
All right, here's
She
some of
is the part-time mayor of a South suburban village of a little more than 20,000 people.
Yet residents of Dalton are paying hundreds of thousands of dollars per year to provide security for their self-proclaimed super mayor.
She is super.
And the massive
The first
amount
one
of overtime it is generating
same
for a handful of officers. Arcane Flacco has more.
Hey guys, it's the super mayor. Tiffany is the people's mayor and people's supervisor.
Tiffany Henyard makes nearly $250,000 a year serving as both mayor of Dalton and Thornton Township supervisor, an elected political double dip. She's charismatic and controversial.
Nobody knows nothing. Nobody knows nothing.
Here she is starting a Dalton Village board meeting, dressed like the Wesley Snipes character in the movie New Jack City. Her political voice with the help of her own DJ.
Every single resident.
Wait, guys, this is a council meeting. She's got a DJ at the council meeting. Hold on.
Pay me what you owe me.
Wait. Playing Pay Me What You Owe Me by Rihanna. Oh my
Just a
God.
little note to Nikki.
While she's dressed like Wesley Snipes. Hold on.
Pay me what you owe me.
And it's hard to turn anywhere in Dalton without seeing Henyard's picture or online, where she recently commemorated 9/11 with her own photo. I'll ask you a few questions. But when we asked Henyard a few months ago about her use of tax dollars, she was quickly hustled out of the room by armed security. And on Facebook, in videos posted by Henyard herself, we see her being driven around and surrounded by Dalton officers, which got us to wondering, why all the cops?
We weren't opposed to having the security.
Oh my God. And I'll just pause right there. This is the most ghetto shit I've ever seen. This trumps the mayor of East Point.
I tried to told you.
And she's making $250,000, bro, serving as
Between two different positions. Yes.
What is so special? Why is she so credentialed? I mean, it makes you feel like any idiot can run for office and play that game and do this shit. $250,000.
That is unbelievable. Thanks for sharing that. I had never seen that before. That's like unreal.
Oh, it's
It is
horrible.
weird.
It gets
She's a
worse.
DJ?
It
gets worse than that.
It gets worse.
So let me play.
This
Hold on.
this is like a mini Black Caesar with her Praetorian Guard being shuffled around. This is crazy.
Okay, I'm gonna continue it. Hold on.
And how often?
Dalton trustee Brendy Norwood says Henyard began assembling her detail shortly after being elected in 2021 using hand-picked Dalton police officers. Using the Freedom of Information request, we obtained the work records for 6 of the officers assigned to Henyard's security detail at various times and showed them to some of Dalton's trustees. This is a Freedom of Information request we did to see how much overtime these officers are making on their security details. Oh, wow. 162 hours. 162. Well, that's nothing. What goes through your mind when you see these numbers? It's disappointing. It's frustrating. The officers are paid every 2 weeks, which without overtime is.
Bro, she's got 1, 2, 3, 4 big ass bodyguards just walking out of her house.
Those are cops.
Cops.
You know she fucking them.
You know she's fucking each and every one of them, yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, the voters are going to have to come together and try to restore sensibility and common sense, but this is the thing. Like, if you are going to run it like, you know, a fiefdom, I mean, if she could bring in economic opportunity and create like a financial boom, I mean, that's one thing. But when you turn it, I mean, basically, I'm sure that federal investigators are going to, you know, pop her door open at some point. I mean, if not...
She's gonna get fried. She's gonna get fried.
She's still serving, huh?
Go ahead and play Smarky so you can hear how deep it goes.
Oh god, let me find a different video. Maybe they got a compilation. Hold on 1 second. This makes me feel like I'm wasting my life. Cheeseburger, me and you can organize and run together. You can
Well, this is the thing. You can do it in Detroit, but is the light worth the candle? I mean, it is a lot of work for not a lot of reward, but if you can get a position like this, Poopa, it's worth every effort.
Exactly.
Said poop pop.
Dalton Mayer starts meeting with Disco after court throws out recall. This bitch got a DJ at every council.
asking you, can we use genetics to like
We move with some disco in South Suburban Dalton. Take a listen.
Hey, this is a council meeting. Council meeting. It sounds like a family reunion.
I know it! Ain't no stopping us now! Alright, karaoke night apparently at City Hall. That's Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard kicking off tonight's board meeting with her rendition of the 1979 hit Ain't No Stopping Us Now. The reason for the throwback jam? An appellate court ruling threw out a June recall vote that would have removed Henyard from office.
I think she shut down like a town festival because it was doing her campaign. So she canceled the whole damn thing. This how arrogant this bitch is.
Arrogant, narcissistic. And what is she, like not even 40?
Yeah, but she's got to have her fans, people who hate the system so much on both sides, where they love the clown show.
A bunch of niggas.
Exactly.
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of retarded ass leftist whack jobs who think that she's, you know,
Yes.
an amazing cup of tea. She's got to be. I wonder what her political positions are. Do you think she's like a hardcore reparationist communist?
I would probably say so.
I'll say that she's got to be a drunk. This bitch got to do it. First time I seen this shit ever.
I gotta get to work.